You look phenomenal.
Thank you.
You're losing the weight.
I am.
Yeah. I saw it training the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
You're not losing any weight, are you?
No, not at all.
It's those Oreos.
I'm actually, yeah, I love the Oreos, but right now I'm not really training for a fight. I'm just training to perfect what I know.
Well, speaking of perfection, I was in the front of the Dojang, and I heard this thunder.
Dojang 1?
Dojang 1. And I heard this thunder, and I was like, it's not supposed to rain today. And I thought maybe there was a storm coming, and then I went to the back room, and it was you kicking a bag.
Yeah.
And I just, great power, sure, but phenomenal technique.
Thank you. I try and give the meteorologists something to try and predict, but they fucking can't.
Yeah, they can't predict that.
Yeah.
It's 50-50, baby.
Yeah.
Where'd you learn to kick like that?
Well, honestly, I learned it growing up doing Taekwondo, but where I perfected it was Pride Martial Arts.
Pride Martial Arts.
Pride Martial Arts.
You want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I sure would.
Okay.
The the Dojang is ran by Master Patterson. He's a 5th degree black belt. He just tested.
I've heard of this guy.
Yes. May I tell you, it was extraordinary.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Did you hear the story of when he once kicked a bat in half?
That's incredible.
Yeah, I witnessed it with my eyes. It's not, look, Facebook. No. I saw it with my own eyes. That shit snapped and went fucking everywhere. It was amazing.
He kicked a bat.
He kicked a bat.
In half.
In two. So yeah,
Wow.
Right in fucking half. It was incredible. The crowd went nuts, even though you're, very respectable Dojang, so it was kind of quiet. But,
Right.
He was amping up, ready, got his foot back, and just centered everything, and wham!
That's insane.
Fucking broke that bitch right in half. So that's where I perfected my kicks.
Is he handsome?
Yeah, he's devilishly handsome.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I just feel like he's handsome.
Yeah, you should feel that way.
Yeah.
Many people train there just because of the way he looks.
I don't doubt it. Now, if I wanted to get in on this, what kind of money are we looking at to take this kickboxing class and perfect these luscious, delicious kicks?
Yeah, those nasty kicks.
Yeah.
Well, right now they're running a special from November 1st to November 30th.
Oh, prime time.
$49. You cannot beat that. If you don't have $49, then fucking just quit life.
So, if I'm eating that turkey and that squash and I want to keep losing weight throughout the holiday season, is this a viable path to do that?
Absolutely.
Is he going to work you?
Absolutely. He's going to work you into the ground, but you know what? You're going to come out the best that you will ever be.
I love being worked into the ground by handsome karate guys.
Yeah. It's the price, $49. You can't beat that for a month.
What is it normally?
It's normally, I believe it's normally $69.
Oh, so
which,
$20 off.
Which still isn't bad.
No, that's
it's not
still cheap.
bad at all.
That's still cheap.
That's still cheap for a month.
We won't say cheap, but that's for the value and what I have heard attached to his name. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Do they do anything else there, or is it just kickboxing?
Oh my goodness, it's kickboxing, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu.
I love jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah, we're coming back to that one, baby. But they also offer tai chi, which is
something with a fan.
Something with a fan, a wonderful instructor whom I forgot her name right now, but she teaches it.
You'll know her when you walk in. She's the wonderful one.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. That's good.
So
I might get in on that.
You should.
So if I'm in the Buffalo area, where am I going? What town we in here?
Right now we're in Clarence, New York.
Okay.
To be specific, it's 9135 Sheridan Drive.
Oh, not far at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clarence, New York.
Excellent.
14031. If any of our listeners are curious, feel free to give Master Patterson a call or whoever is there at the time.
Sometimes it's Nancy.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it is Nancy.
Sometimes it's Nancy.
She should be answering those phones. It's 716-565-0202. That's 716-565-0202. Also, you can visit their website at www.buffalokickbox.com. pride.com.
Excellent. Pride Martial Arts Academy.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Back to jiu-jitsu.
Oh, yeah. The jits.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
This is the icing on the cake. Okay, so we have
Say it loud and clear.
we have Master Patterson. Beautiful man.
Mm-hmm. Handsome.
Have you ever gotten your ass kicked by a beautiful man before?
I only get my ass kicked by beautiful men.
Well, it's jiu-jitsu, but there's so many different variations, and his is actually it's a system that was developed by Miles Fury Jury. You may know of him from the UFC.
UFC featherweight.
Yes, UFC featherweight Miles Fury Jury.
He's amazing.
He is amazing, and his groundwork is top-notch.
He's a black belt.
He is a black belt, and for those of you that don't know, it takes 10 to 12 years to get your black belt, and that's when you can start learning jiu-jitsu.
And that's Hicks and Gracie. I think it was Hicks and Gracie said, you get your black belt, and that's like finally reaching the edge of the ocean at the beach, and the rest of jiu-jitsu is the entire ocean. You've just stepped into the water.
What a wonderful analogy.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's that's great.
Yeah.
I love that.
Jury Jiu-Jitsu, Miles Jury, founder of the Jury Jiu-Jitsu system, obviously, affiliated with Pride Mixed Martial Arts Academy. Him and Todd are tight, like tigers.
Yeah,
they're awesome guys. Both handsome.
Yeah,
handsome.
Yeah, don't bring your girlfriend.
Yeah, don't bring your boyfriend.
Don't bring your boyfriend.
Yeah, you have to let that libido out before you go there.
Yeah,
so I'll tell you. I'm just saying. Handsome. Just handsome.
Fuck.
Yeah, I've got to perfect my kicks a little better.
Yeah, but okay. So fuck them kicks.
Yeah.
When you have the hands of a god. When your hands when I'm looking for your kicks and your punches, and I'm like, oh, what's this guy gonna do next? I've seen you punch an elephant in the throat in Africa. I don't know if you remember this. You probably don't, because it's just everyday shit for you. But
yeah, I can't remember what country we were in. Somewhere in Africa.
Somewhere.
Uganda.
One of the countries in Africa. But where do you train for these punches, or is this just God given?
Yes, both. Yeah, I train down at Goomba's Boxing Club, Tonawanda. It's on Main Street, right on the strip there. If you've ever heard of Colossal Taco, it's right above that.
Okay.
It's in the same building. It's run by a guy named Joe Scoobies.
Okay.
He's this short little Italian, handsome guy.
What is up with all the hot fighters?
I don't know. But we just joined the ranks, baby.
Yeah, we did.
Great boxer.
Yeah.
Even better teacher. You know how some guys, they learn the craft and then they don't really go on to compete and they choose to coach because they're better at it? That's him. He's in the ring, mitt work, correcting you. He's the best.
Yeah.
He's got great hands. He's real fast. And everything that I've learned and translated over to kickboxing started there. My footwork, my stance, combos, becoming cleaner and crisper.
Yeah.
It's all been through Joe. And there's a lot of really good boxers there. There's a girl named Meg there who helps me out too. She's phenomenal.
Yeah.
She's phenomenal. She's no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good. She's real good. They got a lot of different programs there depending on, what kind of situation you're signing up under. You can do privates with Joe for half an hour, I think is $10, or a full hour is $25, or you can do like a monthly thing. And there's no contract. On the day that your money is due, he comes up and gets your cash, and then it's done.
That's great. I'm a firm believer that the best athletes in the world are boxers.
Yeah.
If you see how hard they train, yes, it's not MMA, but it's definitely a puzzle piece of MMA, which if you're training MMA, if you're looking for the wonderful sport of boxing, if you're looking to just get in shape.
Oh, yeah. If you want to get in shape, there's nothing like holding your arms up for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds easy, but you put two 16-ounce gloves on, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And then you got to get hit.
Right.
So, $75 for the first month.
Okay.
And then $45 a month after. You can come anytime between 2 and 9 o'clock, Monday through Friday, and do whatever you want. You go in, you work the bag. He gives you a rotation.
Goombas. How do you spell Goombas?
That's Goomba.
Okay.
Apostrophe S. And that's Goomba's Boxing Gloves Club, 60 Main Street, Tonawanda, New York.
Okay. Is there a phone number or something that people can call?
Yeah, they have
just
a phone
to
number.
schedule?
716-507-7542. And they have a website, www.goombasboxing.com. And from there you can access, the Facebook page and all that. And they do fights out of there, so really
Okay.
cool. They got a nice big ring. Really great stuff.
Very good.
Yeah, it's very good.
I love it. They have heavy bags, I assume.
They probably have 12 heavy bags, 2 speed bags,
Yeah.
4 double end bags.
Yeah.
They got everything.
Now let me ask you this. I heard you just bought a house.
I did.
Are you going to put a heavy bag in that son of a bitch?
Here's what's funny. It's really funny you should ask that. The only reason I bought this house is because when I walked into the single car garage,
Mm-hmm.
there was a heavy bag there. I shit you not.
That's all you need.
That's all I need. I didn't even look at the garage. Was the first thing I looked at. I walked in and laid $100,000 down and then bought the house.
$100,000 cash and didn't even look at the rest of the house.
Yeah. I just walked off the property like a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So I've never had the pleasure of buying a house.
But you've heard people talk about it, right?
Oh my God, because it's so frustrating.
Give me a little bit of what you've heard.
Well, what I've heard, what I've been through, I've applied, okay, so you got to get pre-approved and then
Blah.
blah, 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 blah.
Wah.
Goes into, okay, well, let's go check out this house. And then the real estate agent that I had was like, oh, they said, pain in my fucking dick.
Bitch. Is that what you mean?
Bitch. So I just had a fucking house built. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But I hear there's a good solution to this problem.
Yeah. Oni Realty. That's OWNY. OwnyHomes.com. OWNYHOMES.com. That's Jody Desnoyers. He pronounces it Desnoyers, but they've Americanized it. It's French as hell.
Yeah.
Super French.
He should go with the French version.
Handsome guy.
Jeez.
Handsome guy.
Yeah.
Filipino wife. She makes the best food.
She is probably such a good woman.
This couldn't have gone easier. Everybody told me all these horror stories about, oh, you're going to buy a home. Oh, blah, blah. People, they're just negative. Whenever you do something positive,
Yeah.
I feel like the first thing out of people's mouth
Negative.
is negative bullshit.
Right.
This, because of him, because of the way he does it, he doesn't try to sell the house to you. He lets you look around, and he's got all the answers to all your questions, guides you through it, does everything to a T, very professional. One of the easiest things that I've ever done that was a large life event.
Yeah.
Buying a house, buying a car, divorce.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Just like that.
Just easy.
So he just kind of helped you along, guided you.
Yep. Couldn't have been easier.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a house in the area,
Yeah, check him out for sure.
Check him out. Jody Desnoyers, Oni Homes, OWNYHOMES.com. Go check him out.
Yeah, check him out right now.
And maybe it's about time to start the show.
Boom.
1, 2, 3.
Karate. Yeah.
Defense is my specialty.
It looks like a sturgeon.
Combat.
Back off my dick.
Sex.
Don't think I won't slap you.
The Jewish rainbow?
You want a Snickers and chill?
Mind control. Hey everyone, welcome to the Savage Podcast.
Glad to have you, motherfuckers.
Hey Joe.
Jay.
It's been a while since I saw you.
Yeah, I haven't. You didn't even text though. That was the weird thing.
I was mentally texting you.
You were mentally texting me while you were storing lots of chicken wings in your fridge.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, that's how long ago it was because I don't even remember that I had.
This is what I asked
chicken
you.
wings.
When I walked in the house, I opened your fridge. It was the first thing I did.
Mhm.
You were in the shower.
Yeah.
And before I could join you, the first thing I said was, "How old are these wings?"
Yeah.
To which you replied,
I have wings.
"That's not a good sign."
I mean, it's good enough. Fuck that phone.
That's dead.
That's gone.
Fuck that phone. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. What did you do the last week without me?
Oh my goodness, I've done everything.
Am I going to be jealous?
Well, maybe not you, but probably the rest of the world.
Okay, cool. Tell me.
Yeah. So, on my downtime,
Mhm.
on my up and down time, I love training MMA.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I'm a fighter
Yeah, I'm a fighter.
with nasty kicks and soon to have
Thunderous Zeus-like kicks.
calves. And soon enough, I'm gonna have those thunder punches.
Yeah, Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch right to the uterus. So
Yeah.
back off, ladies.
Back the fuck off. Yeah. So recently became an instructor in so I not only do I instruct in martial arts,
Mm-hmm.
now on my downtime I instruct in scuba diving.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it's fun. It's fun. If you want to clear your mind, get away from the world, not have to worry about your fucking phone.
Then the best
all the
thing to do
time.
is probably to be underwater.
Go underwater.
Sure.
Because no one's going to fucking contact you.
No, it's just jellyfish and seaweed there.
Yeah.
It's a very open world.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I recommend it to anyone. I've seen kids as young as 8 years old in the pool training with us.
It's surprising that an 8-year-old can learn. I mean, scuba diving itself seems to be based on simple principles, but it is definitely a complex thing that you have to pay attention.
Absolutely.
You can get hurt really easily.
Yeah, it's you can kill yourself.
Yeah.
Essentially,
Sweet.
if you don't pay fucking attention.
Yeah, but danger's kind of your middle name.
It roughly translates to danger,
Yeah.
but
It's a language. Yeah, it's a dead language.
yeah, it's a dead. Yeah, after they named me, they said, "Fuck this language."
Yeah.
Last word
Yeah,
done.
last word. This perfect chiseled baby. We shall never speak of this again.
But yeah, so and then I also seen old people, old as fucking dirt.
Like how old?
Like
Can't walk but can swim like gods.
yeah,
Incredible.
pretty
isn't it?
much.
Yeah.
And it's amazing what the human body can handle, can do. You can fucking do anything.
Yeah.
But like I said, I recommend diving to everybody and anybody that just wants to get away. And anywhere you go in this world, you can go in the fucking desert. My buddy's in the Navy, and he was in the desert, and they were in a fucking ship somewhere. I don't know where, but
Wow.
they fucking found a spot and went scuba diving.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the mountain climbing of the water.
That's exactly what it is.
Same kind of great views.
Yes.
I've heard people, talking about things they see underwater, like when they're at the Great Barrier Reef and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
That's a great way of putting it. I never
I just made that up. I swear to God.
I know you did. That's why I'm impressed. That's
I
fucking
just
good.
made that
That's
up.
exactly what it is. It's the mountain climbing of underwater.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Speaking of mountain climbing, didn't you do a little mountain climbing? I heard
Yep.
somewhere
Yep.
along my
Yeah, I went on a 5-state hiking trip this summer.
what?
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, that's no big deal. Please tell me.
Okay. We went through Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Kentucky.
Okay.
Okay. We hiked quite a bit of miles with 45 pounds on our backs, 98 degrees. We had 14-mile days, some days up mountains. We cleared, I think, 5,000 footers and 3 6,000 footers. So got to see the sunrise at the top of one of them. Camped out in the middle of there's no people. It's just, it was fantastic experience. I went with my brother Blake. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did Blake love it too?
Oh my God. Yeah, he loved it.
Did he even understand what he was seeing?
Yeah, only because we usually go every year on a vacation. We've done Maine.
I love Maine.
Maine.
I love Maine.
Let me.
Are you a seafood guy?
Can we talk about Maine for just a second?
We're going
I think
there.
people would be interested in Maine.
I love Maine.
In case you didn't know, okay? I mean, there's all kinds of destinations in the world, okay? Even in the United States, you got New York City, you got Las Vegas, you got the Grand Canyon, Texas. Who the fuck wants to live in Texas? But Maine's, when you enter Maine, do you know what the sign says? I'm going to tell you.
Welcome to Maine.
Welcome to Vacation Land.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. So, you can do everything. Think of it as Cape Cod with less idiots. You know, Cape Cod is fucking jam-packed.
Yeah.
Jam-packed. Maine's whole coast is seafood, art, music, whale watches, sunset sailboat rides. Bring your own fucking liquor on those things.
Yeah.
Jam it up. Just get tanked. Have a great time. Eat seafood right out of the water for prices that should be illegal.
Yeah.
They pay you to take the seafood.
I just had this conversation with somebody. We went in at noonish and had lunch. And just out of curiosity, I wasn't trying to be an asshole. I was just curious. I was like, so, we're from out of town. Just tell me how old is, how fresh is this fish? And she said, it was caught at 10 o'clock.
Got him.
2 hours fucking before I was eating it.
There you go. There you go. Fresh as can be. It doesn't get fresher than that.
Yeah.
I was at a place down in Booth Bay, which is south of Bar Harbor, where they keep your lobster in the ocean at the end of the dock. And they take it out of there and then kill it right there, and then you eat it. I mean, and it's like $12.
Yeah.
You get a lobster the size of a chihuahua,
Yeah.
dude. It's phenomenal. And I don't eat a lot of seafood, but when I go there, that's what I eat.
One in Rome. Jesus.
So you can hit that coast and do that whole thing. And then when you get sick of that, you drive north towards the Canadian border, and then there's no one. There's more moose than there are people. And you kayak, camp, hike, mountain climb there's no one. There's no one.
I think I just drooled when you said moose. That's one of my favorite animals.
I think, me too.
One of my...
Great animal.
Yeah.
Handsome.
It's gorgeous.
Handsome.
If I had to fuck an animal right now
or
tomorrow, it might be a moose.
And yeah. Mm-hmm. I think we should probably, in the future, take this podcast to Maine.
Oh, yeah.
Do one right on the water.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea. I love that lobster place that has keeps the lobster in the water. The only way you're getting any fucking fresher than that is if you literally
live in the ocean.
Yeah. I was going to say fucking put on your snorkel, bitch, and start biting on fish because it's not going to happen.
It's the only way it's happening.
Yeah. I love Maine. I'm glad we went there just now. In my head, we were in Maine.
We were in Maine. That was great.
Yeah.
I'm sad we're back.
And we're back.
So, yeah. I mean, there's destinations everywhere. And I feel like there's the main ones that everybody goes to.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody goes to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
Everybody goes to Disney.
Yeah.
Everybody goes to New York City.
Yeah.
I meet these people, and they're like, oh, my God, I like to travel. I'm like, where do you want to go? And they're like, Vegas. Like, shut your fucking whore mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Shut the fuck up. There's so much to see.
You're so right. You know what? I was just in Utah not too long ago, and we were staying in Salt Lake City, right? So then we ended up driving 4 hours south to St. George. Literally a half hour to 45-minute drive from where we were in St. George to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And we probably pondered it for about 6 seconds, and then we turned around and looked at the view that we had, and we said, fuck Vegas.
Yeah.
I must admit, I used to be one of those, growing up as not as a kid, maybe like 18, 19. I love traveling. I used to love traveling. I still do. I always will. I've done Disney. I've done New York City, and honestly, the only reason I had a great time in New York City is because the person I was with. But I've actually been there a couple times. My band has been on tour. Well, back in the day, we went through New York City. But other than that, I did all those destinations where everyone's like, "Oh my God, you have to check out Myrtle Beach." No.
Yeah.
Fucking, you're better off putting a map on the wall and taking a dart.
Yeah. Yeah.
And fucking throwing it at the map and picking a spot, because there's so many beautiful places.
Oh my God.
Right here at home, right in the United States.
Yeah. I mean, you can go. I mean, I don't hear a lot of people bring up Idaho and Montana.
Right.
And those are phenomenal, phenomenal states. It's always the same states.
Beautiful.
Florida.
Yeah, right?
New York. California's got the sequoias and the red. I mean, there's some shit there.
Yeah, but people don't. No,
they're going to
no,
LBC.
It's different, right? They're
going
to
LBC,
fucking. They're going to LA.
Yeah,
they're going to
Huntington Beach.
No, get the fuck.
Yeah, yeah. There's tons of shit.
No,
there. I mean, you don't need to. I guess if you're an idiot and just want to go for drinks and to have a good time,
yeah,
okay, stuff them into a fucking city and keep them out of the woods. I guess that's fine.
Yeah,
you know what
perfect.
I mean?
Good,
yeah,
good.
More room for me.
Good.
Yeah, yeah. So, we should take a podcast on the road. If you guys got any suggestions out there, you want to see the podcast, come to a city near you.
Yeah.
Leave it in the comment section. And
Yeah.
Maybe we'll try to get out there. Probably not, though.
That's a great question. How do people get a hold of us?
Well, there's a couple ways. There's a couple ways.
There's a couple.
Well, they can hit our email up
Yeah.
at podcastsavage@gmail.com.
Yes.
If you got questions.
Podcastsavage@gmail.com. Okay. Yeah. People have already been sending us questions. Email us anything.
It's our first show. We've got 5 questions already.
We already have questions
And
ready to go.
We had to pick those.
Yeah. It was a process.
It was a process.
We had to go through.
I didn't realize this was going to be work.
Yeah.
It's actually work.
It's, yeah. So, but it's good work. So feel free to send anything you want
them
in.
questions at us, baby.
Questions, pictures, anything you want, throw it our way.
Dick pics.
Yeah, especially those.
If you're a handsome guy,
Yeah.
let's see it.
Send it in.
Prove
Prove it.
Well, yeah. Nailed it.
Together. Yeah. Next.
You can hit us up on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Follow us on Snapchat.
Follow us on Snapchat.
That's Savage. And then the next word is AF. That stands for Savage.
As fuck.
Okay. Send us stories. Send us questions through there. Anything you want. You see something interesting, you wanted us to bring it up on the podcast, throw it out there. If you're at a UFC event and you want to throw it at us,
boom.
We love that.
Yeah.
We love that.
We love that shit. So send pictures.
So find us on Snapchat.
Yeah. Dirty, clean, whatever you want.
Yeah.
We might send you dirty ones back.
Yeah.
Who cares, right?
Most of our snaps are dirty.
Most all of them are dirty as fuck.
And together.
There it is.
Twitter.
Yes.
We are on Twitter.
We are on
Can you believe that?
Twitter. It's 2017 almost.
Yeah, we have to. You gotta be.
You have to be on Twitter.
At Podcast Savages. One word, obviously. At Podcast Savages.
Ampersand.
Follow the fuck out of us. I don't know who you're following now, but it's probably not interesting.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So ampersand Podcast Savages.
Yeah, I love how you just said that, because everyone's like, oh, the ad. Never mind. I'm not even fucking people.
Yeah, no, don't.
It is 2017, isn't
Don't.
it? I'm not going there.
We had to hide all the sharp shit in this room before we started this. So hit us up on Twitter. Follow us. And again, you can send your questions through Twitter if you want. Suggestions, things you like about the show. Not that we're going to fucking listen to you.
Yeah.
We've got the microphones. So people don't fucking realize.
Yeah.
Ever see on like YouTube when people have suggestions?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one that actually someone listened to?
Honestly, no.
Yeah. Don't suggest
I don't
things.
even know what the fuck you're talking about.
I think we just say that to be polite, but we absolutely will not follow your suggestions.
Okay.
So yeah, get a hold of us through there. What's our Facebook?
You can check us out at don't fucking look for our Facebook because we don't have one, nor will we ever.
Yeah, fuck
Facebook.
Yeah, and if I catch you Facebooking in a social situation, you're getting fucking left hooked.
Yeah, and you fucking Goomba, you're not gonna want that. You're not gonna want that at all.
Yeah, I've got that left hook from Goombas. And then Jay's going to thunder kick you Todd Patterson style.
Yeah.
He's going to pretend your face is a baseball bat.
Yeah.
If you hear thunder and there's not a storm coming, you know it's the Great Samoan. So don't fuck around.
Yeah. That's a great segue into Facebook. Let's go there for a minute.
Let's go to Facebook.
Okay, so I'm gonna label this fuck Facebook.
Okay. I like it.
Okay. So let's talk about all the great reasons first for Facebook. Okay. Now that we're done with that. Now that we're done with that portion, let's talk about the negatives of Facebook.
Okay, there's 1,000.
We're not even.
We can't cover them all today.
We won't even break the surface.
We can cover about 500.
Yeah.
All right, you go first. What's the biggest negative to you about Facebook?
The biggest negative for me of Facebook is that the fake. It's fake.
It's fake.
It's
as fuck.
Fake as fuck. So and anyone knows this because you're doing it yourself or you know somebody that's doing it. Is everybody likes to do one of a couple things. And the first one is paint such a perfect fucking life for themselves. Oh,
I'm at Panera.
Yeah, I'm at Panera and just
Pilates.
Yeah. I took the kids for a walk. Look at me, I'm a great parent.
Yeah.
Look, let me prove to you that I'm a good parent by posting this on Facebook and judging by how many likes I get. That's really how great of a parent I am. Look how successful I am.
My kids love me.
My kids love me. I've got a great job. Look at my car. You're in a fucking parking lot. That's not even your fucking car, bitch.
That ain't even your kid,
That's
Jack.
not even your fucking kid. Do you even know how to have kids, you dumb fuck? YouTube that. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
That's a terrible negative about Facebook. Yeah. It's the fake. I'd say for me, but I already touched on the one, which is people in social situation. When you're in a social situation, you shouldn't see someone else's phone. It shouldn't be.
Right.
Let me check my feed.
Huge pet peeve.
Yeah. I'm going to strap that thing to your taint and kick you in the face.
Yeah.
The biggest pet peeve of mine about Facebook is I don't think people realize how actually anti-social social media is.
Right.
You can sit at home and watch other people do things vicariously and have a ton of friends and effectively never leave the house.
Right.
You can make all these connections without actually connecting.
Yeah.
You can say this guy's your friend, but who knows? Maybe you get together, there's nothing there.
Right. Try seeing somebody that you're friends with on Facebook
that you've never met. Yeah. See how it goes.
Yeah. Now for you and I, it wouldn't be awkward because we still have the art of shaking somebody's hand and looking them in the eye.
Yep.
Or licking their face. Whatever you do for you.
I prefer the face lick.
I know. That's how we met.
Well, I sniffed your belly button first.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that you weren't Greek.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking wonderful. I'm not Greek, by the way.
No, not even a little bit.
Yeah. Thank you.
Super antisocial.
Super. That's such a good point.
Yeah, I mean, there's people who there's people who all they do is Facebook. They post what they're doing. They throw a picture of their fucking cat. Enough with the fucking
cats.
Cat. Enough with the fucking cats.
Don't send me your fucking cat.
You send a cat, we're coming to find you.
Don't send it at our Savage AF.
Yeah.
Do not.
You'll get blocked.
Yeah.
You'll get blocked and your cat will be missing next week.
Or, it's going to be missing and then we're going to send you a snap back of fucking me kicking it to Joe and Joe punching it in the mouth.
And then you're going to get a box of mysterious jerky in the mail.
It probably tastes good, but whatever. No,
depends on what spices we use. My spice rack is full.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no fucking cats. Fucking assholes
Yeah,
of the world.
no cats, no Facebook.
Yeah, none of that shit.
Yeah. I after all that bullshit that I just talked about Facebook,
Yeah.
I have one. However, I use it to be in touch with people that I know or may have to get a hold of.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, people will get mad at me. Listen to this, dude. People will get mad at me because I didn't like something they posted. First of all, you're lucky if I check my shit every 2 months. And another thing is to keep in contact with Miles Jury.
Yeah.
I was just talking to Mark Hunt.
Mm-hmm. Great guy.
Heavyweight
Yeah.
UFC.
Big Samoan.
Oh, he's a wonderful man. He's a mean motherfucker, but
Yeah,
like outside he's a wonderful guy.
He's just a sweetheart.
He is.
He's a sweetheart.
But yeah, between Joe and I, we talk to world champions around the world.
It's not a big deal.
It's really not. It's not a big deal.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay, good. Yeah, giving too much information away.
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, it's just me putting up. I don't give a fuck if you like it, hate it, don't care. But I have family in different countries. Mom,
Whoa.
no, I'm Samoan, half Samoan. But my relatives like seeing pictures, and I'm not emailing everyone. It's just
It's an easier way to stay.
there.
Wait, so you're saying you know all these people?
My family, yeah. I know everyone on my Facebook.
Go figure. Someone who actually knows all the people on their Facebook.
Yeah, there's no. I actually I got chewed out one time because a girl sent me a friend request. Right, I didn't even know how to accept it because I don't give a fuck. First of all, if I'm gonna speak to any girl or any guy, whoever, I'm gonna walk up and shake someone's hand and introduce myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna fucking like you and then play these games. I don't have time for that shit. I have too much time spent up in traveling the world,
Mm-hmm.
or training for my next fight, or scuba diving,
Yeah.
or just being human and loving life.
Yeah, that's a huge part of life, and you can't get that through a computer.
You can't.
You can't.
In fact,
As good as they make it, you can't do yet.
In fact, we love life so much. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, but neither of us have a TV.
We have no TVs.
We have no TVs. There's no reason for them.
There's no TV watching around here. If you want to do something, if you get the itch, this has always been my opinion. If you get the itch to watch something on TV, it's because you're feeling lazy and don't feel like doing anything.
Right.
And you want someone else to do it for you.
Right.
And that's okay once in a while. It's when you become complacent and you start to schedule your life around everything. Like, why should I get off my fat diabetic ass and go do anything when I can get nearly the same, well, they think nearly the same feelings just watching other people do things. It's a sickness.
That is a sickness.
It's a sickness. You can watch a cookie. You can be a chef. You can be a survivor. You can be a zombie hunter.
And then all of a sudden everyone's an expert in it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, bro, you don't even know about this rotisserie that I
don't even fuck around with that.
Don't fuck with that.
No.
And meanwhile, your fucking lazy ass probably never even fucking did it. You just watched it, and all of a sudden you're an expert.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Now these programs are coming. Oh, can we just go here for a minute?
Yeah.
Can I go somewhere?
All right. Take me with you though.
You're probably not gonna want to come. But
Not like Utah. Go there if you want.
Okay, let me take you somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Reality TV. How do you feel about that? Let's go there. I'm just gonna keep saying names in the back. Snooki.
No, don't.
Oh,
Don't.
Is that feeling under your ball sack?
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
Does anyone feel how tense Joe is right now?
I hate when motherfuckers are. I'm
Look at
like, yo,
this.
what do you like to fucking
Are
do?
you watching?
And they immediately. I like to watch reality TV shows. I like fucking Jersey. Shut the fuck. How can you watch that garbage?
Yeah.
It's garbage.
It's fucking garbage.
That shit fucking annoys the piss out of me.
Yeah.
That's people watching normal. They're not normal. They're idiots. Watching people do shit. Again, so they don't have to do anything. They can sit back there and go, Snooki. And then they talk about it. Then you're at work and they fucking jab.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It drives me fucking nuts.
Yeah. You see how agitated Joe's getting?
Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I think the only time I've ever seen anyone tap you out on the jiu-jitsu mats was when and I'm giving away kind of a big secret. So don't use this on Joe or else it's not fair, but I think I zoomed in and I saw someone just in your ear come right around your shit. Snooki.
Yeah.
And you were like, fuck that, dude. Fuck that,
Lost
bro.
my cool.
Lost the cool.
Lost my cool.
And
Lost
that was-
position.
was-
Got tapped.
Yeah, that was the only time I've seen it.
That'll get to me real quick.
Yeah.
I lose my center when I
Yeah.
hear shit like that.
Yeah, and if you're out on the streets, people, and you see Joe, don't do it. Don't just walk up and be like, hey, what's up, man? I seen you on the Snooki. Bow! You don't want to fucking do that.
The one guy that does reality TV, and I don't know.
Is it reality? I don't even know what you're
don't know.
talking about, but is it reality?
I don't know.
Okay, reality TV.
Well, I'll just throw the name out, and you tell me if I'm right. Anthony Bourdain, his No Reservation show where he travels the world.
That's more informational though.
He's a jiu-jitsu blue belt. That guy's fucking awesome.
He's I don't know. Is he a blue belt?
Yeah, he just got his blue belt. He won
Wow.
a tournament. He got gold. Dude's 190 years old now.
Yeah, and
Not
yeah.
really, but you know what I mean. Like
He's great.
that guy's great.
He's great.
He can cook his balls off. He loves to travel. And that's a guy. He's traveling. He's going to places that motherfuckers would never go.
And you know what? As soon as the microphone shuts off, the cameras go down, he's fucking laughing because on people's dollar, he's traveling the world. He figured out how to do it.
He figured out how to do
and
it.
on top of it, he's a blue belt in
So,
jiu-jitsu.
Obviously, we're gonna give him
So
money.
don't fuck with him.
No, don't fuck with him.
He was just recently in a how-to video, wasn't he? I saw one with Kurt Osiander.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Rolled Up. I think was it Rolled Up?
I'm not
think so.
sure, but I definitely watched it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Kurt Osiander.
Yeah.
Oh, God, he's great.
Oh my goodness.
Handsome.
Yeah.
That hair. He looks like a gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
That
You
dude-
almost have to be efficient and I mean, look at us.
You know, you know how guys, like certain guys, are rougher than others.
Yeah.
Like when you're at jiu-jitsu, there's guys that are like athletic.
Mm-hmm.
There's guys that are like kind of like wiry.
Yeah.
But then there's those guys that are just rough.
Yeah.
Like everything on them hurts. Like
Rough.
the real hard muscle. He looks like one of those guys that his pressure. I don't even think I'd want to roll with him.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like he cares about pain. It looks like he'll hurt himself to put you in a situation that is really uncomfortable.
You have to be talking
His
about
fingers,
Kurt, right?
Yeah, his
Okay.
fingers look like tree roots.
Yeah.
They're all like fucked up.
You don't want to be attacked by tree roots, and he tapes them.
Yeah, he can't give directions.
Yeah.
That dude points down the road. You're not going where you want to
Yeah.
go.
You're like, do I really go up
Yeah.
and to the behind? That doesn't make sense.
You want me to go leftish in
Yeah.
a northerly fashion?
Yeah.
And I don't know if my car doesn't do that. It's a
Yeah.
Fiat.
Yeah. He once
I don't drive
applied. He once ushered in airplanes at the airport, and the fucking airplane just took off again
Yeah.
because he was like, "Come in this way."
And then that's what the Chernobyl event was. It turned into Chernobyl. You know, while we're on the
Chernobyl.
topic of fighting, I just want to bring up this weekend is UFC 205.
It is
It's
205.
Eddie Alvarez versus my man Conor McGregor.
What a fight!
First time in the UFC that McGregor's fighting at 155. But what people don't know, they're all like, "Oh, he hasn't been tested." Listen, you dumb, uneducated fucks. McGregor held 2 belts before he was in the UFC. One at 155, one at 145.
Right.
He has just as much experience at 155
55 as
he does 45. They're acting like he's going into this like, "Oh my God,
He's never Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that about?
Now, the 155 division is deep as a motherfucker, but McGregor, I think, will be in the best shape he's ever been in. And that's not the only fight we got here. Let me just recap this card, because this is the MSG card. This is our first UFC event in New York.
That's right. That's
MMA
right.
is legal, and now we've got it. So, at the top of the card, we've got Conor McGregor versus Eddie Alvarez.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a great fight. If that motherfucker wins, he holds 2 belts at the same time. First guy in the UFC to ever do that. Then everybody can stop talking shit, because I feel like there's a lot of haters on that guy. And I know he talks a lot of shit, but he really is one of the best fighters in the UFC.
I'm going to go ahead and say world.
Yeah.
You know, you have different forms. You have
you're right.
you have your Mayweathers, but it's
In the world.
Worldwide.
All things equal,
Yeah.
worldwide. Then you got Tyron Woodley versus Stephen Thompson for the welterweight belt. Stephen Thompson's on a tear right now. Tyron knocked out Robbie Lawler. I got Thompson all day. You got Joanna Violence, the Polish phenom, versus Karolina, and I will not attempt to. It's Polish, and I'm Polish, and I should be able to pronounce it, but there's a lot of K's, W's, and C's, and I'm not going to butcher it.
But
She could kick my fucking head. That girl's a butcher.
But only one ski.
Yeah, but only one ski.
Okay.
Then you got Chris Weidman versus Yoel Romero,
Mm-hmm.
the Cuban Olympic wrestler. Calvin Gastelum versus Donald Cerrone at 170. Cerrone looks phenomenal at 170. You got Frankie Edgar going against Jeremy Stevens. And Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Michael Johnson. Everybody's been waiting for Khabib to come back and fight, and that's one everybody's looking at too. It's a stacked card.
What a wonderful card.
It's a historic event. I mean, we're finally in New York State. I've watched this sport since my father ordered the closed circuit television of UFC 1. I've watched this since then, and it's a huge step. It's phenomenal. I'm so happy to follow it long enough that I can really appreciate the fact that this thing is in New York City now.
Yeah.
Now we're
it.
we're big time. We made it.
We made it.
We did it.
It started in New York State.
Right.
And then the laws kicked in.
Yeah.
And then so UFC took their business to Vegas.
Yep.
And now it's a big kind of like
Yeah.
you fucking idiots.
You fucked up.
I'm sorry, New York, but
You
get it
fucked up a long
together.
time
You
ago.
keep fucking putting these laws on, and look at all the business you're losing.
Mm-hmm. It's the worst here.
It's the fucking. It's the
worst
worst.
here.
Everyone's like, "Oh, New York, New York." Well,
No.
as far as business goes, look what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Someone has a dream, they have to take it somewhere else.
or
Boom.
get crushed.
Yeah.
Or get crushed. Yeah. It's shitty. But anyways, tune in to UFC 205. Let us know your picks on Twitter or in the comments below on YouTube. Let us know who you got, McGregor or Alvarez. I'm leaning towards McGregor.
I was just about to ask.
I fucking love that guy.
Yeah.
Handsome.
Yeah.
Irish and handsome.
For an Irish guy, he's all right.
Yeah, he's all right. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Looking forward to that.
Any news?
I'm not wearing pants for that whole card.
You can't because.
And I will be.
Your penis will be hard.
Can I just tell you one thing? And I wanted to throw this out there.
Yeah.
I'm a member of the Fraternal Order of the Eagles, the FOE.
Okay.
Okay, here in Buffalo on Ward. They do a fish fry there every Friday. That's fucking phenomenal.
So good.
Yeah, it's like it's between like $8.99 and $13.99 depending on how much you want.
Okay.
So if you're in Buffalo and you go down to Ward Street and you stop into the Eagles on a Friday, they got a big LED sign out there. Grab yourself a fish fry from that fucking place.
Where is it again?
Ward Road.
Ward Road?
Yeah. Yeah, I should have the address, but I don't.
That's all right.
Just look it up. If you're in Buffalo, look up Fraternal Order of the Eagles. There's only 2 locations in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Go to the one on Ward. They do a fish fry from 4:30 to 7:30 on Fridays. It's really good. Me and you are going.
We're going. We have to go.
Yeah, that's the only reason I wanted to bring it up. We got to go.
Good.
Now, moving on.
Moving on. EBI. I can't really comment on it because I didn't watch it.
This is the first EBI I didn't watch.
This is the first EBI that
But
I did not watch.
But I know all about it.
Yeah.
My man Gary Tonin.
No, don't ruin endings for me.
Okay.
How did they look?
World class.
Yeah.
Yeah, world class.
Yeah. That's did they have any different rules this time? Oh, if listeners out there are jiu-jitsu enthusiasts or fighters,
Or just like the fight game.
or if you're watching normal everyday sports where they keep adding new rules and shit, and you're like, oh fuck, football, oh the quarterback's whining even though he's getting paid millions and millions and millions
Oh
of
God,
dollars
you
doing
can't touch him.
yeah,
Wow.
the kicker.
Fuck all
Okay,
that.
so if you want to watch something real, as real as it gets, something that anyone can get into, but it takes a long time to perfect. In fact, no one's ever perfected it.
No, constantly evolving.
But it's right, and that's the beauty of it. And you can make up your own stuff as long as it fits your game, and it's wonderful. Anyway, I'm obviously speaking of jiu-jitsu. Joe and I, are huge advocates of trying to push for the progression of jiu-jitsu being on TV to be able to watch it like you watch a football game.
If fucking archery is an Olympic sport, why can't jiu-jitsu be?
Right.
What the fuck?
The closest thing they have is judo, but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Don't get me wrong.
Judo's great.
Judo is a great one of the oldest games
Great throws.
known to man.
Yeah, great throws. And there's a little bit of a submission game in judo.
Yes.
Once you hit the ground, you get 30 seconds or something, or a stall or something. But
Right. But jiu-jitsu, it's highly entertaining. It was first it was developed for self-defense, but once you get into it, you realize that it's way beyond that.
it's wicked.
It's wicked.
You can really hurt someone.
Yeah, we literally just learned how to snap someone's knee in half yesterday, and then we got told not to use it.
Ever, even if there's a fire.
Ever.
Yeah.
Especially in a fire.
Yeah.
But anyway, so EBI is the Eddie Bravo Invitational, and right now Eddie Bravo, world-class champion, he's up to his 9th, correct?
Yeah, that was EBI 9.
That was EBI 9. And it's submission only, so it's super exciting, super fast-paced for people that, aren't crazy into it.
For some of you guys out there who maybe don't know how the jiu-jitsu game works, it's very similar to wrestling as far as there's a point system, there's advantages and stuff like that, reversals, sweeps. So on the national scale and the international scale for jiu-jitsu, when they have Abu Dhabi or the Mundials, which is like the world championships of jiu-jitsu, you can win on points. And it creates a lot of stalling and a lot of slow matches, just like any other thing that can be won on points. You can stall on defense if you're ahead. And even though I like that, for the average person trying to get into it, it could be looked at as boring.
Sure. No,
Okay? It's like
absolutely.
point fighting. It's
right.
not.
Right. I mean, in order to be a golf enthusiast, you really have to like golf and sit there and watch it.
Exactly.
But,
Now, if they added submissions to golf,
submissions
that's
and
the next
fucking
step.
yeah.
That's the next step.
That's
So what our man Eddie Bravo did was he went and took that out. So you get an 8-minute round, submission only. So people are like, well, how does that increase the pace of the fight? Well, you can get yourself into bad positions without the fear of that guy scoring points because you're in a bad position and going for those submissions that otherwise you might say, it's like the lateral pass in football.
Yes.
Okay, you don't want to go for it because you could end up on the bad end of that.
Right.
But it's a great way to get points.
Great way.
So in jiu-jitsu with the submission only, you're not suffering the consequences of putting yourself in a position that you normally might not to go ahead and try and submit this guy.
Right.
And then what happens after 8 minutes, Jay? What happens if nobody's submitted?
If nobody's submitted, they go into it's an overtime where they're put in specific positions, and it's an offense and defense, but you get a chance to if you get set up in a position like spider guard or rear naked choke, you start off in that position, and if you're on the defense and you get out of it, now it's your turn to go on offense and try and hold that person down.
So it creates more excitement.
More excitement.
And at the end of those 3
faster
rounds,
flow.
if anybody hasn't been submitted,
yes,
they take your cumulative times, and whoever was the quicker escaper added up wins. it keeps
so
it
geared for a fast
so
pace.
You want to? It's a shitload of fun to watch, and
Yeah.
he's drawing, I think, the best guys in the world.
Absolutely, hands down.
yeah,
For
these
the
guys-
time, they even have juniors coming up, like kids.
Yeah,
And they're going to be amazing on the show.
because the way that jiu-jitsu has progressed, it's 90% of the time these guys are winning by heel hooks, leg locks, knee bars,
Yeah.
which was not really a thing 10 years ago.
No.
It was all arm bars, rear naked chokes.
Yep.
So it's like it's
evolving.
it's morphed. These guys, they don't stop moving on the ground.
Yeah.
It's like a swirly. Check it out, EBI, the Eddie Bravo Invitational, and I might bring this up too. Chael Sonnen is doing Submission Underground. Chael Sonnen, he's on his second one. He asked Eddie Bravo. He employs the same rules as his.
Okay.
It's escaping me right now. Who's going to be on? Who's headlining Chael Sonnen's? Oh man, it's a good one too. Son of a bitch. I can't remember it right now. But on his last one, the headliner was Jake Shields
Okay.
and Chris Lytle, ex-UFC fighter.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They did the same, and it was so goddamn good. And it's got Chael Sonnen as the announcer, who's the best talker in the UFC.
Yeah.
He's just a pro.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. These are the majority of the people that are going to be in this event are UFC fighters.
No,
No.
he'll get some of the same guys.
Okay.
Because I think these are two recognizable. These actually might be ex-fighters. I can't really remember, but it was Chael Sonnen's Underground, Submission Underground 2, and it's headlined by, it's someone really good. It's going to drive me nuts now.
Todd Patterson.
That would be awesome.
I know it.
That would be the best thing that's ever happened. It'd be a hell of a handsome thing.
That would just be Handsome Fest.
Oh, isn't it? It's John Jones.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Why don't you take a second while I'm looking this up and
Jones
talk
Bones Jones.
about how great that guy is.
Holy shit. Well, first of all, shout out to New York.
Sup?
Yeah, sup and shit. Well, that's another thing with New York is that he had to leave the area
To get
in order
awesome.
to get awesome. He was already awesome, super athletic.
Yeah.
For the
John Jones versus Dan Henderson.
Wow.
Just dropped it like that.
Wow, that's interesting. You take away the strike game, what do they got?
Yeah, you got Dan Henderson, who was, I think, 8th place in the Olympics for wrestling. Great, I think Greco-Roman.
Okay.
And you got John Jones, who I think is probably a 10 everywhere.
Yeah.
That's
super athletic, ground game phenomenal, stand-up game untouchable.
Oh god, stand-up
Yeah.
game is something that you have nightmares about. That,
Yeah.
you know, that's exciting. Dan Henderson and John
That's
Jones.
so exciting.
Only Chael could get that. Only Chael, because John's
That's incredible.
suspended right now for 1 year for his drug test failure.
Yeah.
So this is.
But that's okay because
he can go into grappling.
next. Yeah, that's awesome.
What's next? Oh, you want me to grapple?
No
All right.
problem.
Think I could
Shit.
do it. You ever heard of it? I'll do it. Excellent. All right,
Very
so
good.
that covers the fighting.
Yeah.
Did you want to we got some questions.
Yeah.
Did you want to go into that?
I would love to. Did you we explained to everybody to send in our questions to our email, right?
Yeah.
Or Twitter.
Yep.
Okay.
It
Just
seems like
reminding
they've
you.
been following that.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Okay. So questions. What do we got first?
First question.
And I'm sorry, this time, for whatever reason, we blanked out on this, and we really shouldn't in the future. So if this was your question, throw us a shout out, but we forgot to put the names down.
Yes. Yes.
Just to let you know how unimportant you are.
Awesome questions though.
Awesome questions. But
Anything. Ask anything.
as for now, they're anonymous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Question number 1. I've got whose jiu-jitsu is better? Hillary's or Donald's?
Oh, God. Shit. You know, Hillary kept Bill in check.
Nice.
He was in her guard after that whole Lewinsky thing.
Yeah.
Bill's not an easy guy to keep.
He's not.
He's a fucking...
He can escape.
He's handsome.
He can escape guards.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he literally has. But the Donald, he might have some sick jits. He might have some sick.
That hair's got some jits all over it.
Yeah, you goddamn right it does.
But you know what? He can afford.
He can afford the best
to
jits
have-
in the world.
Yeah.
On
that's
the
true.
mat, if these two were to, great question.
Great question.
Anonymous.
Can I give
person.
my opinion?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is what I think. I think a real life match. It's gonna go to Hillary. But as far as
we talking EBI rules or just?
I'm talking no, I'm talking not metamorph
Standard.
What's the one? Abu Dhabi.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking Abu Dhabi
got
rules.
points and everything.
Points and everything. I'm gonna have to lean towards Hillary, but if this was because, like you said, she held down Bill,
She did.
and Bill slipped the guards.
Slick Willie is
Bing,
tough,
bing,
dude.
bing, bing, bing.
He's tough in that game.
And then she ended up just fucking winning. But the mental game, let's go there. Now, jiu-jitsu is obviously it's a mental game, physical game, everything, and it comes down to a game of chess.
Mm-hmm. It's chess.
Chess and power.
Chess, power, and sweat.
Yeah. I love all three of those.
In that order.
I think if it came down to it, in a mental game of chess,
Yeah.
I'm thinking Donald.
He'd definitely win the mental game.
Yeah, because he's not afraid to throw that
Hillary could be
that
beat.
Hail Mary.
She could be beat before she gets on the mat because of him.
Yeah.
You know, I would disagree. I would say that Donald takes it.
Takes it,
Yeah.
takes the win.
Yeah.
Which rules though?
EBI.
EBI?
submission only,
Oh, okay.
Because I think he just goes for the kill.
If we're going EBI, I agree with you.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
depends which rule set and
Great
how fast.
question. Great question.
That's
Thank you.
clever. I like
it's
that,
a
how
good
they
one.
tied
I
everything.
did not expect that when we read that. And we actually laughed a little bit.
That's
We
great.
had a little laugh, didn't we, Jay?
Yeah, that's why we picked it.
Next question.
Yeah.
How do I prevent a bear attack? Long
Oh,
answer.
that's easy.
Yeah, don't be near bears.
You should fucking get your game up and train at Pride Martial Arts or Goombas.
Yeah, and get yourself a nice house through OWNY real estate. Stay in
Yeah.
the house.
Stay in the fucking house.
There's usually
Stay in and train.
there's not a lot
Get
of
off Facebook.
bears in the house.
No.
It's few and far between.
Yeah, unless you're trying to train
Bears
bears.
to do jujitsu.
Yeah.
Then you should have bears.
You should have bears, and then,
But then
you're
they
not
should-
going to get
they should be under your
attacked.
control at that point.
Right. Or in your guard.
Okay, people, here's the deal. If you're being hunted by a bear, that bear wants to eat you, you have to fight back.
Yep.
Because most animals in nature will not sacrifice or take bodily harm in order to secure a meal. Most of them will take off and look for something easier.
Right.
If you happen to be between a mother bear and her
And a
cubs,
cub, you're fucked.
do not play dead.
Yeah.
Or no, play dead. Do not fight back. Because if you fight back, what you're telling the bear is,
That you're it.
I'm still a threat.
Yeah, I'm a threat.
Look
Here
at
I
me.
come.
Yeah, here I come.
Yeah.
An 800-pound grizzly and you is not it's not even close to a fair fight.
Right.
Maybe Jay and I could help, but we're not there during your bear
Yeah,
attack.
we're probably not going to be there. We're either going to be training or being fucking sweet somewhere where you're not. So
Yeah, and don't Facebook us to try and get us near the
yeah,
bear.
because we're not.
Don't
I mean,
location us near the. We're not coming.
I'm not gonna lie. If you post a picture of you getting your ass whooped by a bear, though, I might jump on and like it because you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you fucked up a long time ago.
There it is.
Stay away from bears, people. They're cute, they're cuddly, they're handsome, they're intelligent, but give them a wide berth.
What's the next question? What do we got?
Here's a good one. If you could have sex with a celebrity, I picked this one because it was. I've heard this question before, and
Okay.
I've never really had an answer. If you could have sex with any celebrity, who would it be?
Oh, Joe Rogan.
Jay. Yeah, Joe Rogan.
I think Joe Rogan.
Yeah, and I'd rock his world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a black belt too. Did you know that?
He's a sick martial artist.
Yeah.
He's got kicks. I don't think people realize how badass that dude is. I think they there's still people who are like,
right.
oh, the Fear Factor.
Factor
that
guy?
Fear Factor guy will
Yeah.
fuck your life.
He will
up.
fuck your world up.
He will. It's like letting a gorilla
Yeah.
loose on a baby.
Yeah, before all that bullshit,
Yeah.
he was a fucking world-class Taekwondo champion.
Yeah.
And then after that, Eddie Bravo, he trained under Eddie Bravo and ended up getting his black belt
Yep.
underneath.
Yeah. Well, he's got
him.
2. He's got his black belt with 10th Planet. He's
Yeah.
got his black belt under Jean-Jacques Machado.
That's right.
I think. I hope I'm right. I don't think it's Regan. I think it's Jean-Jacques. Yeah. He's got. I think he has 2 black belts, bro.
I'm stunned right now.
Yeah. I'm not. That's Joe Rogan for you.
Yeah.
Fucking Renaissance man.
Yeah, so don't get caught up in the, I remember him from fuck
No.
you. No.
Please go say something stupid to Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Please do that.
You know what he loves? He loves flat earth people.
Yeah. If you want to talk about flat Earth, go up to Joe. He's got a lot of interesting things to say about it.
Yeah.
You'll get stomped.
You'll get stomped.
You'll get stomped. And if you're a flat Earth, just get walk off the edge, then, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
His spinning sidekick is fucking nasty.
Yeah. That's flat Earth for you.
Yeah.
He'll flatten
He
your
just
world.
flatten your fucking
This is a great one. Jay, this is good for you because you're Italian.
Oh yeah, let me read this one.
Go ahead.
Leftover spaghetti.
What about it?
What can you do with it? What can you do with leftover spaghetti?
Okay, first logical answer.
Yeah.
What are you eating that gluten for?
Yeah.
That's number 1.
You shouldn't even be
Loaded with carbs. So I think the first thing you could do would be to flush it,
Yeah, flush it or throw it out.
throw it out,
Or
burn it.
or throw it to the bears that
or give it to someone whose health you don't care about, like a loved one.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing you can do is, okay, let me give you one thing to do. Never do this, and I've seen people do this. If you make sauce and you make spaghetti, keep them separate
Mm-hmm.
in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
Do not be that asshole who goes, oh, there's a quarter cup of sauce left, and then throw it on the pound of spaghetti.
No, you don't want to do
and
that.
then mix it up, because then you're just dissatisfied. You're eating the spaghetti, the water has evaporated, and there's no sauce anymore.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
The best way to store spaghetti is actually in a Ziploc bag with a little bit of water in it, because then that keeps the moisture, and then your spaghetti sauce is kept separately.
Yep.
And then you can heat it up, and it's good to go. Just like you.
You can keep the portion of sauce to spaghetti how I like more sauce.
I love,
yeah.
I love sauce
There has to be too
with
much.
fucking too much meat in it. And
Yeah.
you're like, fuck, there's not enough
Yeah,
room to get to my spaghetti because there's so
exactly.
much
You have
meat.
to use your hands to eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best kind, dude. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what an interesting one I have heard, and then I've done it. I didn't just see it on Facebook.
What?
Actually, my buddy prepared it for me. It was this is gonna be a weird one, but it was eggs and spaghetti for breakfast, and I was like, "What the fuck is that, dude?" And I believe it was he took the leftover spaghetti, threw it in the pan, sautéed it with a little bit of oil, and then he put scrambled up some eggs, threw it in, just mixed it up, and I thought from the look of it, I was gonna barf. But as soon as it was served up and he threw some spices on it and a little bit of lemon pepper and
Who is this guy?
yeah, it's my buddy Justin Selmer. He's one of my
Is that Joe Selma's brother?
yes
Oh, the Selmers.
Selmers yes
Okay. Yeah. I know
yeah
them. Yeah.
yes his father owns Ice is Nice. Yes, out of Arcade, New York.
Great little town.
Great little town.
Great train ride there.
Yeah, the Selmers are such a wonderful family. They're
They are nice,
kind-hearted people.
They are.
And Justin right now is a teacher down in Maryland, but anyway, he prepared this for me. You
It
know,
sounds
we were hungover
delicious,
as fuck. We were poisoning ourselves with copious amounts of liquor the night before, and just
Dude.
fucking okay. So he's like, try this, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck is? Oh my god,
Delicious.
it was
You know, I haven't
wrecked
found
my world.
I haven't found a goddamn thing that you can't add an egg to
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't make it better.
Oh, burgers,
When I
fucking
dude.
bacon, yeah.
You just made my taint quiver. When I first found out you could put an egg on a burger,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when I was like 14,
Yeah.
that shit changed I can't. It's very hard for me to eat a burger now without an egg on it.
Yeah, 14. Was that the same day you lost your virginity?
Yeah, and the same day that I started smoking and ruling the world.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It all happened on one day. Fucking weird.
So we have our last question.
What do we got?
We
have 5. Yeah, we have 5. That's right. We're going to be doing 5 per. Again, people, just a quick reminder before we get to this last one.
Yeah.
Send us these questions on our email, podcastsavage@gmail.com. Our Snapchat, savage, space, AF, savage as fuck. Send them through there. Or on our Twitter handle, @podcastsavages. Send us any question. If we like it, it's unique enough, or just weird enough, we're going to answer it.
We're gonna fucking
Doesn't
answer
fucking
it.
matter
It
what
doesn't
it is.
matter what it is.
I wish we had kept the names of these people.
Yeah, right.
We can't even give them shout outs. Pieces of shit.
Oreo.
What about the Oreo?
How did they come up with it?
How did they come up with the Oreo?
Yeah,
I learned about this. We've talked about this before.
we have.
Okay.
I had to do a little bit of research. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
because I mean, we talked about it randomly a long time ago. That's why this question was saved for the end, because it's the best. Well,
Most of this
It's
stuff isn't
great.
on Wikipedia either.
Yeah, you can't
really
just look
find
it up.
Yeah.
but so as far as the research said, Nabisco, who owns Oreo, at first they came out with these little white globs of just like sugar patties, right?
Yeah, which were terrible for you. But they didn't know that back then.
They didn't know that.
They didn't know that.
And it turned into this whole racial thing where the Black Panthers came out and they started chanting shit like, "Why is it only white? Why is it only white?" You know? And fucking Nabisco was like, "Well, what the fuck are we gonna do?
Yeah.
It's a white sugar patty."
They were kind of lost at that
They were
point.
kind of lost.
They got Australia involved in that.
They did.
It was
They
really-
had to though.
Yeah, because I think everybody can safely say that the most non-racist country in the world is probably Australia.
Yeah.
The kangaroos, they're a little racist.
They're
yeah,
we won't.
They don't
okay.
fucking like wallabies. I've seen some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they had to get involved. I mean, the government of Australia had to get involved, and once they decided that they couldn't stand these little white patties, why is it only white?
Why is it only white? Right.
I mean, there are a couple blues songs written about it. I think Buddy Guy did one,
Buddy Guy.
and
Stevie Ray Vaughan. He had a nasty look about it.
yeah, Scuttlebutton.
Scuttlebutt.
Yeah. In case you
All
don't
the way,
know-
all the way up to John Mayer.
Yeah. What was that? What's the John Mayer song?
It'll come to me.
It's the one everybody knows.
It's the one on the fucking radio, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm a huge John Mayer fan.
Something about change. The world.
The world. Yeah.
That one.
Change. Oh, yep. It's in my head.
Yeah.
But that song it's a storyline of what we're talking about right now.
I forgot one though. We forgot a big one.
Did we? You said Scuttlebutton.
Change gonna come. We forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was born.
Okay, so back to the government.
Yeah.
So they had to take over.
Yeah.
And they were getting all involved, going back with the Black Panthers. They had a meeting, and I think that's where they found Obama, was in the Black Panthers, and they started talking. Okay, all right. Well, we want something that's, that's black on there, that's brown and sweet and chocolatey.
And
so they're
and
like,
are they
yeah,
a sweet monument?
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, they ended up putting one backing on the white chocolate, so it was like, Michael Jackson, white and black.
And if you need a timeline for when this happened, this is right around when Stevie Wonder and Paul McCartney came out with Ebony and Ivory.
Yes.
This wasn't about their duo or the piano.
Yeah.
It was about the one backing on the Oreo cookie.
Right.
It was equal at that point.
It was equal. It was equal. It was fair.
In their defense, in the defense of the African people,
Black people.
they owed us one.